Hey everyone, thank you for coming. This is where I come in. It's a storytelling show, and today we're at the Red Raven, and I'd like to give a big thank you for hosting this event here. Essentially, it's Halloween, guys. I'm coming in like the anti-Trump, so let's grab this storytelling thing by the pussy, and and let's tell some spooky stories, man. So basically, we're gonna try telling some spooky stories that have like actually happened to us. There's some people in the crowd that are gonna come and tell some stories. So, I for one am not a believer in ghosts. So maybe this completely destroys the theme of the episode. But I do find it super entertaining to look up stuff. I usually go down like hour-long rabbit holes on YouTube, looking up people who are obsessed with Bigfoot, UFOs, and chupacabra. If anyone in the crowd would like to come and tell a specific spooky story that you guys have, I'd love to hear anything. If you want to come up, everyone. Hello, sir.
Howdy.
Hey, Jesse. This is Jesse Suppa.
Hello, everybody. I actually have two stories. One is the UFO story that's short, and then I have one that's Sam's also involved in,
Okay.
so he'll join us.
You want to come up?
Um,
Okay.
okay. So the UFO story, I was hunting with my dad when I was like 15 or so, and we were in western North Dakota. And it's like the first week of November, and we're in a big tent, and we're out there for like a week. It's fucking cold out. And so we eat some food, and we're going to bed. And it's just pitch black. We're like 40 miles directly between like three towns. There's nothing around us, totally dark. And we're in the tent, and it's like Scott, me, my dad, and Jim. And we're all in this tent, and it's freezing, and we're laying there. And I didn't realize that I was just like staring at the ceiling. I didn't have my eyes like closed, but it was so dark that I was just kind of like zoned out, laying on my back. And my dad's asleep, like sawing logs in 2 seconds. And we're laying there. And then there's like no sound or anything, and like a spotlight, giant beam goes up one side of the tent, across the top, and down, and is gone, and like completely illuminated the tent for like 1 second. And I just laid there, and I was like, okay, I could be almost asleep, and like a dream's kicking in or something. But then Jim goes, "Did anybody else just see that?" And I went, "Yeah, huh." And then Scott went, "Yeah, huh." And Jim just said, "Well, if you see any shadows or anything, don't get up because I have my 45 over here." And we're like, not getting up, man.
Oh my God.
So yeah, no, there was like no helicopter sound or
Yeah.
like not near anything. So I have absolutely no idea what it was. And 3 of the 4 of us saw it and remember it.
And you're
Super
15 when this happened?
Yeah.
That's so good.
Mm-hmm.
That's so bizarre if it were an alien being like, "Whoa, I see a gun."
Just checking, like.
That's so crazy. So what's the other story that you have? Then?
Sam, do you want to join us for this?
Do you want to pull
story?
up a chair?
You want to sit on my lap?
Okay.
So, first thing we should say is I moved to the Fargo area in around 2008, and we
Yeah.
had met shortly after
Yeah,
that.
we became friends shortly after that, about 2008. Okay, so I have this book. It's called The Cartoon History of the Universe, and it's like a big coffee table book that's just like the abbreviated history of the universe in illustrated comic book form.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a goofy book. Bought it for 50 cents at the West Fargo Library used book sale. And I took it home and read it, and there was like a photograph in it. I didn't recognize the people, didn't recognize the names on the back, threw back in the book, put it on the shelf there. It sat for like a couple years.
Mm.
And Sam was going to come over and hang out one day, and I was cleaning my room, and I felt really bad because I had to be cleaning my room. So I was like, "Dude, grab this book, check it out. You'll probably dig it." And we're, cleaning stuff, and Sam just goes, "Dude, why do you have a picture of me and my dad in here?" And I had to think what he's doing. I looked over at the book, and he holds it up, and it's a definite picture of Sam's dad and Sam, and it says Sam and Dad, Xmas '95. He's like 2 years old. I bought this book like 2 years before Sam moved to town, and we met.
What?
And so
There's no explanation. I can't.
So
figure
we
it out.
just laid. We just like laid. We just were trying to think of like what does this page number mean? Like
It was
why
the
is
first
it here?
book that I had grabbed from his bookshelf
Yeah.
just by chance.
Yeah.
That's so.
So-
weird.
Yeah, no idea.
But do you remember that picture at all?
Yeah, it was in my grandparents' basement in Pierce, South Dakota, Christmas '95. I had my
It was-
mullet. I looked great.
Yeah.
It was in your grandparents' basement?
Yeah.
So what, like,
That's what the scene of the photograph was.
And I had never
Yeah,
seen that
oh,
photo
okay.
before,
oh, okay.
which is weird too.
Yeah. That's,
And Sam's dad's read like 1 million books, so we asked him like maybe Sam's dad had checked it
Yeah.
out one time and did, but he's like, what book? I don't even know. What's
I didn't know either. Yeah.
Yeah, so
that's so,
probably the strangest thing that's
Totally
ever happened.
that's, like, just the, like, what are the odds of you picking that book,
The first one.
pulling it out, and so when you bought it, you didn't even
I
pay
just
to
like
it?
saw it there and just put it back where I found it and like finished reading it and then like
Okay.
shelved it. Just didn't throw it away.
Do you have the picture now?
I still have it in the book.
Oh, okay. You kept it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's still
It was his property.
we didn't want to touch it after that. Like
You're
this
like,
is
"Go-
fucked up." Yeah.
And then every time we'd forget about it, like months later,
the book.
we'd just say the book or the picture, and then we just wouldn't say anything. We didn't know
Yeah,
what to
it's
say.
just totally stunned.
So, oh my, I'm trying to like, now I feel like making a murder. Like, let's find out. Were your grandparents involved? Like,
They could be in on this.
yeah.
Or somebody that would have had access to the photos, you know?
Yeah,
Which
that's.
is weird.
Yeah,
That's so
who has
strange.
access to
Yeah.
photos.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I don't know if I like it either.
Yeah,
Do you
that's-
like it, Jesse?
No.
I mean, I think it's cool that you kept the photo in the
Yeah.
book.
Yeah.
You should just like pass it on. Actually, take a photo of someone that you don't know, put it in there, and like.
Yeah.
Sell it to them later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. Awesome. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I had everything set up because I work as a master control operator. It's that guy that sits behind all the screens, make sure the TV's like staying on. I thought I have some time. I'm just gonna take a nap. What happened was like this giant, like it seems like a swirling cloud of like blackness and just general hate and anger. I guess it comes like descending upon me while I'm sleeping at work, and I'm like, this is my punishment.